How is it rocking, Dwayne Nation? Stay here because we are just about to get underway. In the meantime, please like, comment, and subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. We put out weekly sports content, and we want to continue to build up Dwayne Nation and the brand that is Dwayne Sports. Thank you all, and enjoy. Welcome in, Dwayne Nation. This is your host, Justin Paez, alongside Janoah Agudelo. And we got two awesome guests today. We got Jojo Agudelo and Jon-Michael. Welcome to the podcast today, fellas. I'm so glad to have you guys. Me and Janoah are excited to gain some more Dwayne sports analysts for the day. This is going to be really fun. We're doing, rapid fire game predictions for week 7. So all games on the slate. I think there's 15 this week. No Bears, no Cowboys. But it's going to be super exciting. We're going to, fire them off. But before we do, Jon-Michael, how are you doing today, man?
I'm doing great. Thank you guys for having me once again. We just had a fun little discussion before this one. I'm excited to see y'all's takes on this weekend, see if y'all's heads are in the right space like mine is, with y'all's predictions. So I'm excited to see that.
You're funny, man. And Jojo, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing great. I'm looking forward to this, and man, I just football can never just come fast enough, and I feel like I'm just ready already.
I agree. Go ahead, Janoah. How you doing?
Oh,
man?
no, I just wanted to say I'm glad to have my guest back, my brother and my boy here, Jon-Michael, to join us, man. You know what I'm saying? Dwayne Nation, these are our guys here. And if you're out there watching, you want to join us, anybody can join us here at Dwayne Sports. We love to talk football, love to talk fantasy with anyone and anything. But anything. Anyways, Justin, it's good to be on episode, another one with you. And it's fun to do our, what was it, 4th or 5th straight rapid picks? I don't think we did one week 1, right? We started in week 2.
Yeah, we started in week. We started week 1. We started in week 2. You're right. We started in week 2.
Yeah, it's been fun, and this is our thing. This is like our little WrestleMania thing that we do every week, and so glad to kind of keep it alive.
I completely agree. I'm so excited to do it, especially having 2 more people to help out and give their own, so we can see who did better at the end of the week. I think something that Dwayne Nation was interested in, I heard from a couple people, is to see so far me and you, Janoah's head-to-head this season. You're beating me right now. You're 59-33, and I'm 55-37. So I can't say that you should trust him more, because I'll catch up. Don't worry about it, Dwayne Nation. But I'm excited to cover these games. There's so much excitement. Are you ready, Janoah, to time me and let's get ready to rock?
I got you. All right. I'll count you down.
All
right, ready?
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1, and go.
All right, let's go. I was 9-5 last week. We're going to do better this week. All right, we got Thursday Night Football, Broncos, New Orleans. I got the Broncos winning. New Orleans is too injured tonight. Then we got New England at Jacksonville in London. I was wrong about Jacksonville last week, but I'm going to be right about them this week. They're going to win. Then we got Seattle at Atlanta. Kirko goes big. They're going to win this game. Tennessee at Buffalo. Buffalo will dominate. Not worried there. Cincinnati, Cleveland. I think this game's going to be a little bit closer than we think, but I do have Cincinnati winning. Houston and Green Bay, this got to be my game of the week. I'm super excited here, but I do think the Packers are going to win this game. Jordan Love, CJ Stroud's going to be a shootout. Miami at Indy. I think Joe Flacco's going to take care of Miami and get the victory for the Colts. Then we got Lions at Vikings. I'm going Vikings to stay undefeated. Philadelphia at the New York Giants with Malik Neighbors' return. I'm going to go with the Giants. This one's a tough one, but I'm going with Malik Neighbors to win this game. Then we got Vegas at the Rams. I'm going the Rams. We got Panthers at Washington. I'm going Washington. Chiefs at Niners is a tough one, but I'm going with the Niners to win this game at home. Then we got the Jets at the Steelers on Sunday Night Football. I got the Jets winning this game with Devontae Adams coming into town. Then we got the Ravens at Tampa Bay. This one's tough, but I'm going Baltimore to win on the road to win their 5th straight game. And then we end the week with the Chargers and the Cardinals, and I'm going with the Cardinals, and Kyler Murray gets a big win.
All right, Justin, you're at 1:17 there. Minute 17 seconds.
What we thinking? That was pretty good, huh? That was pretty good.
Yeah, some questionable ones in there. For sure.
Which one, John, are you thinking is questionable? I think we're on the same page on one of them.
New York beating Philadelphia. That is very questionable right there.
Yeah, and it's true. I'm an Eagles fan, so this is it's tough for me, which means the Giants are going to win.
Okay, you know what? I did not know you were an Eagles fan, so you know what? That makes me a little bit more confident. You would know more about your team than me.
All right, well, hey, so that's how it's done. That's how the master does it. A minute 17. We'll see how you guys do. Jon-Michael, you're up first for
All right.
our guest today. Tell us when you're ready to rock.
I'm ready. Count me down,
All right.
Janoah.
3, 2, 1, and go.
All right, I've got Bo Nix leading the Denver Broncos to a win against the New Orleans Saints on Thursday night tonight. As for the London game, I have to disagree with you there. That's probably your most questionable pick. I got the New England Patriots upsetting Jacksonville. Don't know why we're underdogs after Drake May's first game. I've got Atlanta beating Seattle. Like Kirk said, walk into your trap, take over your trap, I think he said in that press conference. I got Buffalo beating Tennessee easily. I've got Cincinnati actually struggling against the Browns pass rush with Myles Garrett, but I feel like Joe Burrow will lead them to a victory. Houston and Green Bay, like you said, not my game of the week. Game of the week is coming up for me, but it is going to be a great game. I feel like it's going to start off slow, but then it's going to heat up, going to be a shootout. I unfortunately have the Texans beating the Green Bay Packers. I do have Joe Flacco or AR leading the Indianapolis Colts, beating Miami, whoever plays. I don't know AR's condition right now. I have Detroit upsetting Minnesota to end their undefeated streak in Minnesota. I've got Philadelphia beating New York, ruining Malik Neighbors' homecoming from his injury. I have the Rams beating the Raiders easily. Washington destroys the Panthers. I think Jane Daniels throws for 250, rushes for another 70, 3 total touchdowns. I have the Kansas City Chiefs losing to the San Francisco 49ers. Johannan thought I was going to pick the Chiefs, but he knows Mahomes is washed. I've got New York beating Pittsburgh. Fairly easy. I don't think Russell Wilson's first game back is going to be anything special. Ravens beating Tampa Bay in Tampa Bay. And then I actually agree. I think Kyler Murray's going to have a great game, and I think the Cardinals are going to beat the Chargers.
All right, Jon-Michael, you're at 1 minute and 45 buckaroos there.
Oh,
buddy.
dang. I talked
It's okay.
a lot.
It was a very detailed, and I want to say something real quick. I'm going to agree with you a little bit on the Kansas City take. I wouldn't say Mahomes is washed. I just don't think Mahomes is no longer hungry. He doesn't have that, when Tyreek Hill got traded from Kansas City to Miami, he came out that year, won MVP, and was unstoppable, threw for like 40-plus touchdowns. This year, he just doesn't have that edge. It's because they won two straight Super Bowls. They just don't have that hunger in them. I'm a little concerned for this matchup in San Francisco. I mean, Kyle Shanahan is a notorious choker, but hey, this is not the playoffs. This is the regular season now. So I kind of like your prediction there, Jon-Michael. I don't know what you guys think.
I don't know. You could say a person's washed. He's the only one of 2 undefeated teams in the league. He's about a 3P if CJ Stroud doesn't do anything about it. And so I'm just letting you know right now, you're gonna eat those words this weekend, and we're gonna come back to this.
We'll mark that. That's exciting. Well, and then I'm excited to see what your Chiefs' take is in this game. But it is your turn now for the game predictions. Are you ready to rock?
I am ready. Let's get it rolling.
All right, I'll count you down here, Jojo. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go.
All right, we have the Thursday night football game. We have Denver, New Orleans. Give me Bo Nix, Sean Payton, homecoming game win. All right, here we go. We have New England, Jacksonville. I like May. I think May goes for 3 touchdowns. Give me New England. All right, Seattle, Atlanta. Kirko goes off in this one, but I also expect a big Kyle Pitts game. Mark my words. All right, we go to, that's an Atlanta win. Then we got Buffalo and Tennessee. Josh Allen, new wide receiver. Hopefully they can connect. Tennessee sucks. I'm sorry. Buffalo wins. We have Cleveland and Cincinnati. Cleveland, man, they have the edge on Cincinnati in the past years. They've been beating them, but I have Joe Burrow in a close game. He's going to win it for them. I have Bengals. Houston and Green Bay. I expect this game over 50 points. This is going to be a shootout, but give me CJ Stroud, game-winning drive. Give me Houston. Indianapolis, Miami. Indianapolis, I like the home field advantage. I also don't know what's going on in Miami. No Tua, don't talk to me. They're going to lose. Indianapolis wins that one. We have Detroit and Minnesota, another potential shootout. I expect at least over 40-point game, of course. But give me Detroit, Dan Campbell, and the Lions are going to give Minnesota their first loss. Philadelphia and Giants, Saquon, homecoming game. I love homecoming games. Give me Philadelphia over the Giants. Las Vegas and Rams. This game, I don't think anybody's going to be watching this unless you're the biggest NFL fan in the league. But give me Rams because Rams are going to take this one. Carolina and Washington. Jaden Daniels on fire. This game might be a little closer than you think, though. But give me Washington in this game. Jaden Daniels continues his hot start. San Francisco and Kansas City. How many times have we said this matchup in the past years? I mean, this is Mahomes. He's visiting his sons, a nice family reunion. He's going to take him out and give him a little barbecue. I think Mahomes takes this one, but give me a close game, maybe a touchdown call game. Kansas City wins this. New York Jets and Pittsburgh. We have another reunion. Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers are going to come together in Pittsburgh. There's going to be a lot of pressure, but I do think Aaron Rodgers leads into a game-winning field goal or touchdown, whatever that may be. Baltimore at Tampa Bay for the Monday slate. This is going to be a closer game than you might realize. I checked the previous stats on their two last matchups, and it was in 8 points of the score, the final score. But Baltimore won both. Give me another third win for Lamar Jackson's career start versus Tampa Bay. I'm going to take Baltimore. Then we have Chargers in Arizona. Cardinals been a little shaky, but they're a different team at home. I truly believe they're going to get it going this week. Give me Arizona.
All right, Johanna, you're at 2 minutes and 25 seconds. 2 and 25 buckaroonies.
I can't believe he threw in talk to him. He said talk to. I was like, whoa, what happened here? what was that? What
Hey,
did
no Tua. There's no Tua.
Don't talk to him.
I want to say real quick, I like the family reunion there in San Francisco. Mahomes is 4-0 and has owned the San Francisco choking Niners, and I think they might choke again. That Kansas City defense is pretty solid. I don't know what you guys think out there.
No, I think that's why Mahomes has been, so-called washed, is because he's like realized, hey, my defense can do more of the job now, and I can kind of relax a little bit. But yeah.
And if I may add, I mean, I like the San Francisco team, but without Christian McCaffrey, they're totally a different looking team. You can't deny that. I mean, even with Jordan Mason being, previously the leading rusher of the NFL, he's been dominant. You can't say he hasn't been great, but also he's facing an injury. And I mean, but any running back you throw in the system, we've seen to be good. But Kansas City is ranked number 1. They're allowing the fewest rushing yards, I believe, and they're a tough defense to play, but they do have the home field advantage over KC. I think there's going to be that little spark in this game compared to if it was at, Arrowhead but I just think that San Francisco is going to fall short again, and it's just going to be that continuous feeling that we get like, dang, Mahomes again and San Francisco, they just can't beat this guy.
Well, I got a question for you, Johanna. So you're saying without Christian McCaffrey, meaning that if they did have Christian McCaffrey, you think the Niners would beat the Chiefs, right? Because the biggest fall off without Christian McCaffrey has obviously been their red zone drives. I mean, they dropped like heavily in the amount of touchdowns and points they scored in the red zone this year compared to last year already without Christian McCaffrey. So with him, they beat the Chiefs.
That could be something to argue for. I could see that happening. However, we know something about Andy Reid and something post bye week is something about that team. They just know how to flip it around. And I was looking at stats, and I think Kansas City we're about to see another wide receiver emerge, and you could probably predict who it's going to be. I mean, I think Worthy is going to start going to what people may have thought it could never happen. If you look at last year pre-bye week, I was looking at a stat, and Rashee Rice was averaging 10 points a game. Post-bye week, he started averaging 17 points a game. And so I think we can see a similar scenario with Worthy start averaging, a lower amount, but he comes out and they start implementing, ways to get him involved in the ball. And I think Worthy's going to start skyrocketing. And also, I think Mahomes and Kelsey are going to connect. For some reason, I feel it. They're going to connect this weekend in San Francisco, and it's just, you know what I mean? It's just going to be one of those days.
All right.
But to emphasize more, I'm sorry. With Christian McCaffrey, I do think 49ers have a better chance. Considering that Debo has been playing better too, along with Purdy, and I guess I would say San Francisco probably would win. They would have the edge if they had McCaffrey, but it's hard.
I hear Kyle Shanahan coughing and choking right now. That's what I hear.
I feel like I hear Chris Collinsworth down here with Jojo over here.
Not for.
I mean, it's insane. I'm sorry, it's insane, but Mahomes owns them. I mean, you got to say that. It's just how it is. Just like Brady owns Mahomes, it's the same way. It's. I don't know how to put it other than you'll see.
I'll give you that.
I mean, you brought up some really, really good points. You back it up pretty good. You almost made me change my pick. Honestly, that was pretty good. Now Janoah, you got all the takes from us three, and you got to put into your own. Let's see. Are you ready to rock?
I'm ready to go.
I was about to say, who's timing Janoah?
I got you. I got you.
All right.
All right, you ready? I'm gonna count you down. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, we go to Thursday night. Sean Payton pulls all the tricks there with New Orleans missing their top 2 pass catchers. Give me the Broncos there in New Orleans. Then we go to London. I'm going to take the rookie going on the road and upsetting those Jags there. Mac Jones, the backup, is like, oh, dang, we lost. Then we go to Atlanta. Geno Smith sucks. Give me the Falcons there at home. Then we go to Buffalo. They dominate Tennessee. Give me the Bills. We go to Cleveland where it is, really tight there. It's, big time defensive battle. Give me the Bengals and Joe Burrow with a game-winning drive. We go to Green Bay where they face my beloved Texans. I do think we fall short. Their offensive line sucks. I think Green Bay and Jordan Love gets the best of us. Give me the Packers, unfortunately. We go to Indianapolis where Miami has no offense there without Tua. Give me the Colts with AR or Joe Flacco. We go to Minnesota, which is my game of the week, possibly the game of the year, the 2 best teams in the NFC, no doubt. Give me Detroit and Dan Campbell pulling an upset. Minnesota starts to fall. We go to New York where I pick the Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. Daniel Jones sucks. We go to LA where that defense is dominant. Cooper Kupp is back. He dominates. Give me the Rams. We go to Washington where it is a little bit of a shootout there, but give me the potential rookie of the year, Jaden Daniels, to get another victory. We go to San Francisco where Kyle Shanahan is coughing. He's going to choke. Mahomes, Kelsey, hook up for another score. Give me the Chiefs. We go to Pittsburgh on Sunday Night Football. Give me the Jets going on fire, scoring 44 points there against the Steelers there. TJ Watt, he does get a sack, but Devontae Adams and Garrett Wilson both have great games. We go to Monday night in Tampa Bay. Give me the reigning, defending MVP Lamar Jackson still on the road. Baker Mayfield has a pretty good game, though. Then we go to Arizona where, hey, the Chargers defense is unbelievable this year. Give me the Chargers upsetting Arizona. Marvin Harrison might not play, so that's the reason why I take the Chargers.
Dang. All right. You got a minute 55.
Oh, man.
So Jon-Michael even beat you on this one. Interesting. We got a minute 46, minute 55, 225, 117. I mean, not that we were counting or anything.
Yeah.
But that was fun. That was fun, guys. I liked your takes. We all got some little different takes. I don't know. Maybe I got to rethink this Patriots one. I know we got a Patriots fan in the chat, but we had 3 Patriots, picks over the London Jaguars. But that game will be fun. I will wake up early to watch that game. I think it's like a battle of 2 poor teams, but maybe I don't not like criticizing the Patriots or anything.
I would like to say though that Demario Douglas is a sleeper on fantasy all across the board. I was telling my other brother Josiah before the 12 o'clock games, or even the 12 o'clock games before we faced the Patriots, that this guy Demario Douglas, he had a great back half of the last year, and now that he has Drake May as a quarterback, he is going to be a guy that he's going to be picked up on waivers this weekend. Jon-Michael, what do you think, buddy?
I already have Demario. See, I was ready. I was ready for the calm before the storm. I already had Demario Douglas in a couple leagues, and he's on my bench. I actually started him last week in one of my guillotine leagues, in a 16-man guillotine league, and he got me like 22 points. I just knew Demario Douglas is like top 3 in separation per route ran in the league, and he's doing that with Jacoby Brissett. We just did not have the means to get him the ball. I knew he would have a career game with Drake May. Demario Douglas and Drake May helped win me $1,100 on a parlay last weekend. So I took Demario Douglas like over 40 yards. I knew he was going to have a career game. I'm a little sad that was actually his first career touchdown of his career, and he's been with us for 2 years. That makes me a little sad that it comes in week 5 of your sophomore year, because that means we were just doing him terribly dirty the first year. I mean, but obviously we had Mac Jones was still our quarterback, so I mean, yeah, that explains that. But no, Demario Douglas and even Kayshon Boutte, he looked great. I'm waiting for the Jalen Polk breakout, but Demario Douglas, like you said, hey, hard over height. All right, he's like 5'9.5", but it doesn't even matter. He'll cook your favorite corner in the league. I promise you. Derek Stingley doesn't even matter. Getting burned by Kayshon Boutte. Like Pop Douglas, he's him. I agree.
Pop Douglas. I like that take. Hey, Pop Douglas. The Patriots, we're on a resurgence with New England. Now that Drake May is leading the offense. That'll be exciting. London football. Jon-Michael, Jojo, Janoah, thanks for this great podcast, talking over game predictions. We got another one with some bold predictions coming down the line, so check it out. You'll get to see these two guys again. But thanks you guys for listening, and Janoah, send us out.
Yo, Dewey Nation, this was our rapid picks. Thanks to our guests, Jon-Michael and Jojo, for rejoining us. We hope to have them on many more episodes. We want to get your takes out there, Dewey Nation. Let's see, who was right, who was wrong, and are we making sense here? Who didn't make sense? Who's onto something? Who is, ahead of the curve there, Dewey Nation? So let us know. Thanks for watching. We love you guys. And see you in the next one. And as always, peace.
Peace.